Then just want to follow up real quick. You do have a lot of religious players on your team this year. They're very spiritual, the ones that we've been able to speak with as well. So how do you maybe hope?
I am too.
How do you hope then that maybe some of that, you mentioned everyone needing to come together to lead. How do you think that can bring people together?
I think it'll bring people together perfectly, the ultimate way to bring people together. So something we used to do with Coach D'Antonio was when he was here every day, every day after practice, everybody come up and he'll say, "Who got it?" Somebody would pray. And so we did that yesterday. And so, I'm looking forward to bringing that back. And when I say who got it, somebody was like, "I got it." A lot of times it's quiet and they wait, "Well, I got it then," you know what I mean? But it was immediate. So that's an awesome thing.
Spartan Dogs, Joel Heath here, Michigan State Spartan 2011 to 2015. We went through some really great years, really exciting times as a Michigan State Spartan, a Spartan Dog. I want to talk for a moment about the video that you just watched. And if you're not a Spartan Dog and you're just a fan of Michigan State University, this applies to you too, because you're hearing a lot of stuff. You're hearing a lot of things in the news as it relates to Michigan State University yet again. The things that have happened and occurred through sexual immorality and other areas of men of power, people of power who have had position and made poor decisions. It's a reoccurring theme at Michigan State University. And I just want to speak up about it. I want to talk about it for a moment as it relates to my own life and as it relates to Harlon Barnett, the current interim head coach, which in my opinion, he's well overqualified to be a head coach for Michigan State University. I felt that way for many years. Of course, never say anything because many times I didn't feel like I had the voice for it. Who am I but a player, and at the same time, I want to advocate for him now in a time when there's so much divisiveness within the university and also throughout the nation. As a fan of Michigan State University, to continue to hear that here we go again, here's another issue, another problem that is going on within the place that we got our degree, paid money, tuition for to be there. Here's this other issue. What else is going to resurface? I want to just for a moment say that Harlon Barnett is a man of faith. He is a man of God. When I say faith, I mean Jesus Christ. He follows the way, the truth, and the life. He lives like a kingdom man. He moves and he speaks and communicates in that way. For a year now, going on a year now, he has had an accountability Bible study for coaches and even former friends that he's known for many years in his life. And he's been doing that for the last year. His faithfulness to raise up disciples is second to none. I appreciate that man personally. On a personal note, he recruited me. He was the reason why I went to Michigan State University. He was the reason why I decided to commit as a junior in high school early, because he said that I could go to a university and still have my faith in Jesus Christ. I remember it like it was yesterday, sitting in the hall having that conversation with him. He said, you won't lose that. If anything, you'll gain it and some. You'll gain a deeper relationship with Jesus and some. And that encouraged me. That gave confidence to my parents, and that gave confidence to me to say I was going to be safe. I would be safe going to this university as long as that man coached. Now, with all of the adversity that I went through in my career for those 5 years, he was always a voice of reason. He was a voice that spoke into my life purely with conviction, and he helped me to discover who I was as an athlete. And in many ways, he helped me to discover who I was as a man. I'll never forget the day, and he didn't need to say this to me. We were having a great season. I was invited. This is my second or third year. I was invited to be a part of the the guys who don't play that game, but they may play, but we want you to be on the sideline. I was invited that game. I just got done with my red shirt freshman year, tore my labrum that year prior, and I was kind of in the rotation. I was in the mix. And we were doing warm-ups before the game. This was against Northwestern. We were in warm-ups. No, or was it Penn State? I can't remember. It was Iowa. It was Iowa. Yeah, it was Iowa. Or was it Nebraska? I don't know. It's one of those schools, one of the Big Ten teams, and it was a noon game. And I remember he came up to me and he said, Joel, you have an innate ability to run to the ball. You could be a first-round draft pick. I was like, why are you telling me this right now? And since that moment, he continued to encourage me and to uplift me. And he showed me who I was. He put it out on the film. Every time he saw me explosive and running to the ball, he put that on film for the whole team to see. He knows the men in the locker room. He knows how to speak to each man and get the best out of them. And any Spartan dog would tell you that. So I have no doubt in my mind that if he was the coach now for 2 games, for the next 10 years, that Michigan State University is in good hands. From a character standpoint, wins too, Michigan State University is in great hands with Harlan Barnett. I'm also biased. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. And, hey, it's all about the Natty. But nonetheless, God is good. I'm so glad he's in position to do that. And that's my thoughts for this week. If you are a Spartan dog, former Spartan dog, you know him. You already know what it is. Your current Spartan dog, you already know what it is. He is who he is. He is dependable, reliable, and he is a man of faith, man of God who walks as a kingdom man. And if you are a fan, get ready for a great season. Expect it. Even more than before. Expect it. And my condolences to, and I say condolences as if something was lost, but, it was in many ways. With Coach Tucker, his character in some ways was exploited, and my condolences to that. That's a tough thing to go through, and I understand that aspect in many ways, in my own life too. And so my condolences to that, and I wish him nothing but the best. Whatever happens, whether he even comes back, I don't know. Whatever happens, I wish him nothing but the best, and many prayers to him and his family. So that's all I got. Go Green.